Half of a close contested encounter. Malachy Hanley places the ball, and it's Damien Madden who comes forward from his wing back position to take the cut. Madden is now playing in the backs of a new centre field combination for Turloughmore in the second half. Here comes Madden, left-handed along the ground, in towards Brendan Burke, being tackled here by John Ford. Ford drives it across, a dangerous ball, and the fullback rises for it. Jim Feeney, a good clearance from Feeney there, but it swings again. It gives an indication of the breeze. The ball has been caught and goes over the line, and it's another line ball, and now Turloughmore pile on the pressure. Can they get the scores? Damien Madden once again with the cut. Here he comes. The familiar stance, tests the spring of the stick, and the left-handed cut. This one it drops in. Going back for it here is Francis Duffy. Timmy Joyce it is. Joyce gets it in towards the middle. Matty Gannon comes out, and the ball has been adjudged to have gone wide. A chance gonna beg in there for Turloughmore in the early stages of the second half, but there's plenty of time left yet. Keeper Gannon, the black helmet, the right-handed puck. Up they go. Half locked down here by Kendrigan. Damien Madden is there. Kendrigan gets it forward. Francis Duffy is back, and it's John Fahey who puts Turloughmore into another attack. Frank Burke is under this one, trying to gain possession. He's been beaten by Anthony Jennings. Jennings, a right-handed ball. Not a great puck. Up towards Kilcommons. Up they go for it. It's Kendrigan being blocked down, well blocked by Damien Madden. Good defensive play here from Madden. And it gains a line ball, and Damien will take this one himself. Damien Madden in front of the Athenry dugout. The crowd now rising in the background to their respective teams. Athenry going for their first ever title, and Turloughmore today they're hoping to make it number 5 for the parish. The cut is not a great one. Just along the line it goes, and it's another line ball, and this time it's for Athenry. And the wing back, Brendan Burke, will take the cut. Burke in front of the Turloughmore dugout, and the subs have now left their perches. The excitement grows higher. They're on the field. Kilcommons racing forward with the ball for Athenry. He's been tackled, but he tries to get his puck in, tries to drive it across the goal. Out here in the wing forward back comes Francis Ford. A left-handed shot from Ford, and Frank Burke goes up for it. The ball breaks again. It's John Ford here. John has been beaten. The ball goes into the midfielder, Jerry Tracy. Tracy cutting across the field, being policed by Paul Madden, but he gets it inside. And there's a foul, and it's a free, or is it a line ball? On the far side for Athenry, it was Mixie Donoghue who was taken down there, and the linesman has his flag up, and referee Lenihan is going across, and wing forward number 12 Pat Hine will take the resultant line ball for Athenry. Pat Hine, he places it, left-handed striker as well. Actually it's a free. He lifts it up, he lets it in, dropped it in, dangerously pulled on here by the full forward, and he drives it to the right and wide. Jerry Hall there, a chance for Athenry, but the result was negative. Here comes Willie Burke, the mighty little man from Lacca, pucking with the breeze. Up they go for it. It's number 8 here, Jerry Tracy. Tracy being policed and being fouled by Paul Madden, and a free for Athenry, as Athenry trying to regain the initiative. A free from the centre of the field, and coming forward to take it is their wing back, Brendan Burke. Athenry, a bad puck here. Burke and Francis Ford gratefully grabs the ball and puts his team onto the attack. Out they go for it. Jerry Holland tries to go forward, but it's the centre back, and eventually comes forward to John Ford. Anthony Jennings tries to scoop it to the wing. Half pulled on. John Ford is in there. John Burke is in there. Eventually it's Jennings again, being well blocked down by John Burke. Back to John Ford, and the cornerback Barry Cairns gets it out, and there is Timmy Joyce. Joyce's puck is being blocked down. Tries to get to the wing. Francis Duffy is in there, in towards Jolly Holland. Holland in possession now. The ball being sneaked away from Jerry Holland by Michael Cahill. Cahill, the hand pass forward towards Kilcommons. Kilcommons being tackled by Frank Burke. It breaks to Frank again. Here comes Frank Burke. He's trying to get the hand pass out into, yes, Timmy Joyce, and Joyce drives the ball. Left-handed driving ball there from Timmy Joyce. A good pass from Frank Burke. And the ball went slightly to the left and wide. The scoring is still very, very low indeed. As we go into the 9th minute of the second half, Athenry have 4 points and Turloughmore have 2. Matty Gannon, like his opposite number in the first half, pucking into that breeze. He's in no hurry at all. Here he comes. Of course, both of these senior teams, Athenry and Turloughmore, have qualified for the county semi-finals of the senior championship. There it goes, Francis Ford. Ford, a right-handed lovely ball from Ford in towards the goal area, slightly to the right and wide. And Turloughmore now certainly piling on the pressure, but so far, in 10 minutes of play in this half, they've just got 1 point. But there are 20 minutes to go, still plenty of chances. They're near enough now of good enough. Here comes Matty Gannon. The puck out drives it into the wind. Up they go for it again. The hand of Frank Burke drops it, but Frank goes after it again. The wing back it is, Brendan Burke, who clears it down the field. Pull on by Mixie Donoghue. They're opening it up across the field. Out comes Martin Joyce on the ground from Joyce to John Fahey. Fahey grabs, being tackled here. And here comes Fahey again, and a great clearance by the centre back. And it goes towards John Ford. Ford trying to control the ball. Drives it across the field here. Reaching for it is John Burt, the full forward. He's been hooshed out and Francis Duffy. Duffy takes a shot and it's over. A lovely find from, actually it was Timmy Joyce. They look so much alike here in the gloaming of this autumnal evening. It was Timmy Joyce from Ballinvohor that struck that one. Oh, some great play here from the Turloughmore forward line, and Timmy Joyce has narrowed the gap to 1 point. Up they go from the puck out the centre of the field again as Frank Burke knocks it down. John Ford is there. Frank Burke again beaten though. The ball goes down the field now for Athenry. Kendrigan at his hopped it in towards Sean Kane. Kane draws in the ball. Come back here towards the wing and being grabbed here by Mixie Donoghue. Donoghue gets it inside. Michael O'Brien coming forward. O'Brien into the centre here. Been blocked by Kendrigan. Sean Kendrigan goes across the field. A right-handed shot from Kendrigan. It's dropping inside. Half blocked down by Patsy Clark. A dangerous ball across the area here. Mixie Donoghue pull. Martin Joyce is there. And Patsy Clark pulls the ball out to Sean Kane. Kane on the ground and back goes Clark. Clark out to O'Brien, and John Fahey is in at the back. Fahey tries to tidy it up for Turloughmore. Fahey on the wing, forward into the safety of the touchline. A great bout of Athenry pressure there, but great defence from Turloughmore. 1 point between the teams. Athenry have 5, Turloughmore have 4. We're 11 minutes into the second half of what now has become a gripping encounter. And it's the midfielder Kilcommons to take the cut. He cuts it in, a dangerous ball across the area. Up they go for it. And the umpire puts up his hand. The ball dropped in dangerously there towards the goal line. A Turloughmore defender got a stick to it, and it's a 65. And Willie Burke pucks it out to the centre here for an Athenry 65. And Turloughmore will be anxious now to clear this one. And the cut in the centre of the field being taken here and being dropped in by the corner forward Pat Hine. Half blocked down here by Michael O'Brien, and John Fahey lets it out towards Frank Burke. Burke being tackled by Paddy Kelly. They're all over the place now. Some of the backs have gone into the forwards. Here is Kendrigan. John Fahey is back there. And here comes Fahey, the great centre half-back, the great-hearted centre-back, being tackled by Sean Kane, trying to drive it across towards Kilcommons, number 9. He's been blocked here by Francis Ford inside, and the ball comes to Martin Joyce. Here comes Joyce across the goal area, drives it forward here towards Francis Duffy. Duffy gets it forward, but it's being grabbed by the Athenry. Number 12, Pat Hine, back to Anthony Jennings. Jennings, a hasty shot. Up they go for it, and a Turloughmore defender is taken to the ground. It's the fullback Patsy Clark here in desperation by the Athenry forwards, and it's a free out for Turloughmore. And the crowd here, they're enjoying this one now. Some great hurling here now. And no doubt it'll evoke memories of many great clashes in the past between Turloughmore and Athenry. They're driving forward here. It's the midfielder Tracy who grabs it for Athenry. Forward he drives it down to the far side. Mixie Donoghue racing out for the ball. The ball has gone over the line, and it's another line ball. A line ball this time for Turloughmore. And it's Damien Madden who will take the cut. Damien Madden, one of the younger players. Turloughmore have the blend of youth and experience. They have the experience in the forward line now with Frank Burke and Jerry Holland. Two men who have given so much service, sterling service, to the Turloughmore club over the years. In there in that forward line. Along the sideline it goes, and it goes out and over again. The breeze swinging across the field, but certainly favouring Turloughmore on this half. And Brendan Burke will take the Athenry cut. 14 minutes gone in the second half, and the scores, they're at the minimum, 5 points to 4. 1 point between the teams. There's a free, and it's the free for Athenry. And it will be taken, no doubt, by the midfielder, Kilcommons, coming forward. It's about 40 metres out, and he taps it forward to Pat Hine. Hine, the wing forward. He'll be anxious to put this one over and put 2 points between the teams. And brilliantly captured on the far side here by Michael O'Brien. O'Brien drops it, Martin Joyce pulls in it. Hard to get that ball away. Sean Kane is there. Kane tries to get it back, and here comes Patsy Clark. Clark tussling still. It breaks on the wing. Damien Madden is there. Patsy Clark is there. A Shamazel out there, and referee Linehan intervenes again. 1 point between the teams. We're almost midway through the second half, for the second half, so to speak. And it's a free for Athenry, and Pat Hine will be anxious this time to make amends for his miss of a few moments ago. Can he put this one over? He drives it in, a left-handed high driving ball to the right and wide. And there's only 1 point between the teams. 15 minutes gone in the second half of this encounter now as Turloughmore try to come back. Try to gain parity and try to take the lead. But Athenry try to stop them. Forward they come again, the hand pass to the midfielder, pull on by Jerry Tracy. Forward it goes, here comes Fahy, John Fahy, and left-handed from Fahy. A mighty ball from Fahy, swinging to the left and wide. And Turloughmore, of course, won their first ever Galway Junior Hurling Championship back there 84 years ago in 1907. And that occasion they were powered by the late and great Pat Graney, the mighty man from Monard. And today there's a Monard man on the team, the captain of the team, Michael O'Brien from Monard. Of course, he's a nephew of Father Gussie, who I'm sure will be anxiously awaiting the result of this game way out there in Johannesburg in South Africa. At the moment, Athenry have the initiative, they have the lead, they have the puck out, and here comes Matty Gannon. Up they go for it. John Ford it is who drives it forward. Coming onto the ball here is Paul Madden. Madden along the ground area. Frank Burke lets it run to John Burke. Tackled by the fullback. John Burke is still in there. Along the ground area, being pulled on here by Paddy Kelly, the cornerback. And it's a line ball for Turloughmore. And it's been left here to Paul Madden to cut it in. Turloughmore forwards getting in around the house, so to speak. There'll be a mighty effort now. Not a great ball, but it comes to John Ford. John back to Madden. Here comes Paul Madden. He lets it in. Tries to let it in. He's been hooked, and the ball breaks again to the midfielder, Jerry Tracy. And stalemate on the far side of the field. It's a line ball, and the touch will go to Athenry. Brendan Burke will take the cut. The ball has gone out of play. Linesman Malachy Hanley is anxious to get the ball, but even more anxious is Turloughmore selector John McGrath. John on the short to the far side of the field. I think he doesn't even know it's raining. Yes, the excitement is high now. Along the ground, not a great one again. Racing up to the ball here is Francis Ford. Forward here towards Francis Duffy. Back to Timmy Joyce, and Joyce drives it in towards the goal area. Jerry Holland is inside. He grabs it. Holland is taken down. Jerry Holland grabs it. He must be inside the area. Jerry Holland, the veteran and the battler of so many battles over the years, reaching to the clouds for this one. All the fullback could do was take him down. And it's a penalty here in the 18th minute of the second half. And Francis Ford, the young hurler from Lishinavalla, will take this one. Will he go for the goal? Will he be content to level the game and drive it over the bar? He's bending over the ball. 3 in the goal area. Matty Gannon in the centre. Ford is stepping back. Francis Ford, a shot. It's a goal! It's a goal by Francis Ford. A crashing drive from the penalty spot. And Turloughmore have gone into the lead. 19 minutes into the second half. The Turloughmore crowd rise here. What an evening here in the gloaming of Athenry and Kenny Park. And up they go for it again. It's Timmy Joyce that drives it in. And here comes John Burke. And Burke drives it in. It's high, it's over. The big man from Cullerin, John Burke. A rampant Turloughmore in the last few minutes. Turloughmore 1 goal and 4 points. Athenry 4 points. 1 goal or 3 points between the teams. About 10 minutes left for play. Here comes Frank Burke again. Forward goes Frank. He drives it in. It's high. Slightly to the right and wide. Tremendous excitement here at Kenny Park. Turloughmore they won in 1907. In 1943 it was Cullerin. 49 and 54 it was St. Vincent's. And now can it be Turloughmore again in the year of 91? John Burke coming forward, being tackled by the fullback, tries to place it on the ground, pulled on here by Francis Duffy. Racing out for the ball is Barry Cairns. Cairns being policed here by John Ford, but the ball has gone all the way and over the inline and wide. Turloughmore holding a 1 goal advantage here in the junior hurling final of 91. Played at Kenny Park Athenry here on this autumn evening, well into September, the day of the county football final, but it's hurling we have here. And here goes Frank Burke, half blocks it down, pulls across the field. Racing for the ball is Anthony Jennings, being tackled by John Burke. The ball is on the floor. Burke tries to kick it. In goes Francis Duffy. There goes Duffy, the man who returned from Australia to drive the ball in. And the return immigrant Francis Duffy has put it over. Francis Duffy from Craigcata, back from Australia. Turloughmore 1 goal and 5 points. Athenry 4 points. Turloughmore playing brilliant stuff now. Can they hold on here in the excitement and the call that is Athenry? Up they go for it again, being pulled on by Francis Ford to his brother John. The 4 brothers from Lishinavalla. John Ford gets it in towards Jerry Holland. Holland is on the floor. He leaves it for John Ford, but back to say there comes number 4, Barry Cairns. Out again towards Francis Duffy. Duffy tries to tap the ball inside. Jennings is back. Jerry Holland is there as well, and the ball has gone over the line. Anthony Jennings was forced there by Jerry Holland, and he has put the ball out over the line. It's a line ball for Turloughmore, and Francis Ford will come forward again to cut this one. 14-15 metres out, a difficult angle. Doesn't quite hit it at all. The ball doesn't go right. Back it comes again to Francis Ford. A left-handed shot now from Ford. He drives it in. And it's gone over. A beautiful point from Ford again. Turloughmore have gone into a stronger lead. Francis Ford, the scorer of that one. And out comes the ball again.